Hey, I've got a little pre-E3 world premiere introducing a new scam that I think some of you watching may have fallen for and don't even realize it. It's a game called The Day Before. It's the #1 most wishlist game on Steam. It had a lot of hype around it. It's a zombie shooter. It's supposed to be like a DayZ inspired game. But it seems like the reality is the game is inspired by Logan Paul's Crypto Zoo, because it doesn't actually exist. At least that's the leading theory. So this game was on everyone's radar for a while, but then with a lot of development hiccups, a lot of people just haven't really kept up aside from the hardcore fanatics and the enthusiasts that are looking forward to the game. But they've started to notice a lot of really peculiar shit going on with the company behind it, a company called Fantastic. Now they do actually have a completed game under their belt, but what's very interesting about the Day Before situation is everything they've shown is pre-rendered, it's not actual gameplay, and every time that they hype up gameplay, like right around the corner, it doesn't come. They always have a bunch of excuses like, copyright disputes or, something's gone wrong, my dog ate my files, so we couldn't show the gameplay today. They always have an excuse for why they haven't shown gameplay, and they've been stringing along the community for a long time now. However, yesterday they finally did release 10 minutes of gameplay, and man, what a stinker. To me personally, this has kind of confirmed what I've also believed, that the game didn't actually exist until very recently, where they haphazardly threw this jumbled mess of a presentation together just to prove that there is something tangible. So I'm going to go over everything here. I'm going to show you it from stream where I broke it all down. But there's also some great videos that cover it, such as this channel here that goes really in depth on it. So I'm going to put a link to them in the description if you want more info. I'll quickly try and address and answer the question I know you're asking yourself right now. Why would they fake this game? What is there to gain from it?
Pre-orders.
And I don't have the answer. I have no fucking clue.
The main reason as to why they're faking it is because of pre-orders. If you go to their website, they have if you go to the Day Before website, give me a moment. If you go to their main website, there's pre-orders on here. You can add it to your wish list, and there's a media kit. So you can pre-order it for yourself on Steam, and there's a media kit which will give you loads and loads of basic information. By the way, this is an Unreal meta-human thing. This isn't. They didn't make this. This is made within Unreal. There's like a system where you can make stuff. They yoink assets, and the problem is they're basically. The reason why they keep hyping it up, is probably because every time they hype it up, people go to their YouTube channel and they check all of their trailers, giving them some added viewership. Every time they hype it up, more things get joined. There's tons of stuff on it, and they already have a game out. So what you do is you look at this and you go, oh, who made it? Fantastic? Okay, cool. I'm going to go to Fantastic. Let's go to Fantastic. Oh, there's the Day Before. That's kind of cool. What other games have they got? Products. Products. Oh, they got some games. Oh, look. Games. I might get this. So you go to their Steam page and you pick up the game. Oh, look. It's $8. That's not that much. Guarantee you, every time they hype up the game, you rabbit hole like that, simple as fuck, and you buy a game. They're making money off of the hype because it's basically selling their other products which they already have. That's what's happening. That's like simplest path. If 1% of the viewers do that basic thing of going on, doing the A and then B, 1% of 10,000 is a lot of sales. And that's all they care about. So what's the best thing for them to do? Keep hyping it up, keep building it up, keep going, come on, yeah, we're going to do this, it's going to look cool. Oh God, I stubbed my toe. I can't do it today. I'm so sorry. And then you go, oh well, shit, fuck. So yeah, it's like, oh god. That's why they keep hyping it up, to redirect you to their existing product.
Nobody does. All we can do is speculate, because it's not like they're making money off of it. It's not a crowd-funded project. It's free to wish list, so it's not like they're taking in money from the community through presenting a product that's not real. So I don't know. But there's so much weird shit with it, it's hard to actually imagine that there is a team of developers that are making the game that they have been showing the pre-rendered shit for. It doesn't compute. So I'm going to show you everything, and you can make your own mind up on whether or not the game is real, or at least has been real prior to the 10 minutes that they've shown today. And it's just a wild situation. So this game turned out to be real? I wouldn't say that. For those that don't know the situation, the day before is a painfully generic looking zombie shooter that had a lot of hype. It's the #1 wishlisted game on Steam, but all they've ever shown is pre-recorded, pre-rendered content, and every time they're like, here comes the big gameplay reveal, they end up postponing it. So if you go to their developer page, which is fantastic, you're going to see all kinds of missed deadlines and empty promises that never followed up with, such as like release date, never happened, mega event never happened, gameplay, not gameplay, still pre-rendered. And they just kept placating, stalling, pushing it, kicking the ball further down the field. All the while, people started to get skeptical if the game's even real.
See, here's the thing. If they were simply doing the whole like how he was presenting it just then, he was scrolling through and the gameplay footage here showing their improvements with RTX. If they were basically saying the day before is a side project that we're working on, this isn't a game, this is just a tech demo that we're working on, which we might potentially make into a game. But the problem is you turn around and you walk out, you turn around and hype up a fucking concert, it turns into a problem. Have you seen that person on Twitch who spends like 4 or 5 hours hyping up, getting on camera, going, we're gonna start we're starting the hot tub stream, guys, we're gonna do it, I need all those ones in chat, guys, we need more ones in chat, and they're just, the whole chat is just spamming ones, and their viewership goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up. It's literally the fucking same. Like, you are the most boring ass content creator on the planet, utilizing your fucking body or the allure of your fucking body to get people on. And then it's like, what's going on? Well, they're getting subs. They're getting people going to their OnlyFans where they actually do make content, and that's all they do. So they're basically doing the exact same thing, but for video games. They're constantly going, guys. Big game hype, oh my god! Like, you guys know, I've got a side project where I'm working on a video game. It will be ready when it's ready, and I will show you it. It'll be ready when it's ready, and when the next time you hear from me about it, will likely be when it's done. Which isn't going to be for a while. I'm one person, I've got a lot of work on my plate. But, like, they're hyper concentrated on hype. And the problem is there is a point where it's a bit much. But trailers in video games, they're just over-trailered now. You need less to do better, not more. You also, when it comes down to the fucking gameplay, best way to do gameplay, give it to gamers. You have a catalogue of creators. You have Markiplier, you have PewDiePie, you've got Jacksepticeye, you've got fucking Charlie, you've got Asmongold, you've got Pokemon, you've got Hassan, you have Twitch and YouTube at your disposal. Yet what you do is you fucking get Gary, the fucking tech support guy, from your company to play the game because he has a good smooth tracking when it comes to camera movement. Stop getting Gary, get gamers. Turn around and say to Jacksepticeye, turn around and say to Markiplier, turn around and say to all of these huge creators, we want you to play the demo of our game This is going to be the first hour of the game. What we're going to do is we're going to take every single creator we've approached and we're going to take their reactions and we're going to turn that into a big gameplay montage. That's going to be our gameplay demo. It's way better than pre-rendered bullshit.
And they just kept placating, stalling, pushing it, kicking the ball further down the field. All the while, people started to get skeptical if the game's even real. Fast forward to yesterday. After numerous delays and many scapegoats, such as like a copyright dispute and all kinds of wacky, wild webs, it's like an absolute fucking mess of an anime plotline. They finally drop a 10-minute gameplay trailer, and I'll show you some of it. It is a disaster. I think it is very clear, and I think you will also find it very obvious that what they've thrown together here is something that cooked up over the last couple weeks due to mounting pressure. It is literally a jogging simulator through an empty world with only 4 zombies being shown. And I can't recall them even firing on the zombies. They might, I don't remember. But even still, all they show is 4 zombies on screen across the 10 minutes and everything else is jogging. And like actual placeholder stock images for items. It's an absolute shit show. And I already see people asking, and this is the same thing I asked when I first got made aware of the situation, why would they fake a game? I have no fucking idea.
As I said, it's to redirect people to their other game, which is cheap as fuck. That's it.
I have no idea why they would fake a game. I don't know what there is to gain from it unless they're defrauding investors, but it's not crowdfunded. Wishlisting the game on Steam is free, so they're not making money off fans. I don't know.
It's to redirect.
Maybe they just want it to seem cool. They use it to flirt with girls at a bar. Like, hey, I'm developing the day before. You like zombies? Check this shit out. But here, I'll take you in. Money laundering? I think people really don't understand exactly how money laundering works. This wouldn't be money laundering. This would just be money tying up. It'd be money spending. When you launder money, you need to clean it and get it back. They're not getting it back. Yeah, I hope you really like watching this kind of gameplay, because this is all it is.
Yeah.
Legitimately all
if
it
this
fucking
is. If this is all of the gameplay, the only appeal I see in this game so far is the character has a nice ass. It's the only thing I'm fucking paying attention to is her booty wiggling backwards and forwards. If this is the whole game, I'm sorry. I'd rather play Norman Reedus than his magical fetus.
It's more like I Am Legend than anything else. Just Will Smith going about his day casually.
Admit it, all you're doing is looking at the ass.
Love the free Facebook royalty-free music. Love that. Elevator tunes. That department store jingle. I think the game is real, they're just bad at management. I just don't. This convinced me even more so than anything else that the game isn't real. This seems like such a rushed job just to present something. Because no developer in their right mind, even developers that are like truly delusional, like high on their own farts, way up their own ass, not even they would think this is a good presentation for their upcoming product.
I could recreate this weapon system inside of about 2 hours, maybe 3. The assets would be the time-consuming part. But yeah, this isn't difficult.
Because it shows nothing. There's no fucking zombies. And like all of this, we have seen this exact UI in Steam asset flips that I've played. The bad Steam game, the bad game nights, we have seen this exact fucking UI and everything. It just feels like they threw this together as quickly as they possibly fucking could. Because maybe they're at risk at being investigated or something, I don't know. They hyped this up as the gameplay extravaganza. True, yes. This had fucking months of hype. This was their big bomb.
I think the house was beige, by the way.
And this is what they're showing. The game is not fucking real. Also, there is absolutely no texture on anything, by the way. Like, her skin just looks like flat-colored noodles. Phone game ad. Yeah. Oh, so they do shoot some. Damn, that was fucking innovative. That was crazy. Okay, that was epic. How do I pre-order? Oh, don't worry.
If that is how the zombie combat is, I'm sorry. That is just uninteresting. They're just standing around going like... And you're like, oh, I'm gonna shoot you. It's basically, you might as well just replace them with Redditors and make it, instead of day, instead of the night, they're having to go out in the day. Oh my god, sunlight! Ah!
I'm sure they're going to release some kind of pre-order functionality soon. I mean, and you can see where the money goes. This is looking incredible. Finally, a zombie game
I
to
could
redefine the
remake
genre.
this really fucking easily.
It's like a shitty version of The Division. It's like a shitty version of any game that's ever existed. There's nothing. And compare this to the first gameplay trailer they showed, which is, again, not real gameplay, even though it's kind of presented as such. It's clear that they never actually made that game. Never even had that game. They never had their car. Granny shifting, not double clutching.
In that situation, I feel like if that was me and this game was real, I would have walked out. If I saw that guy coming, I would have zoomed in. I would have been like, are you a friend or a fucking foe? Not, oh, you're clearly a friend. You're the only two people in the whole fucking game, but whatever.
Like you should. You're lucky you didn't blow the welds off the intake.
Admit it, you're looking at their ass.
Environment because it's well modeled.
Admit it, you are looking at their fucking ass.
Modeled must be very different. So when I think of a game that had this level of hype in their early gameplay trailer, having that level of polish, when I see the actual game and I look at these things and it's blurry textures that still have absolutely no detail on them, that screams laziness.
He's not wrong, but it could be artistic direction of everything having like a painterly effect, but this is just more lazy than anything. This is like, we're lazy, we can't be bothered. This is just artistic direction. When you have a picture on your main page of someone who is hyper fucking detailed, and then you get into the game, and everything has like a painterly smooth effect, it's like, oh, so you chose to lie.
Like, I certainly wouldn't say that it's well modeled. It seems like it's haphazardly thrown together. Looks fine to me. Here, to be fair to the 3 people employed at this company that threw this together as like a last-minute homework assignment, to be fair to them, if they released this on Steam new releases, I'd be like, oh, this looks fine. This doesn't look terrible. But what they showed here, and I'll pull it up, what they initially showed for this game was a whole different level. And it's not even comparable. Where's their initial? Oh, here. Someone did a direct comparison already. Yeah. Here.
But yeah, look at the difference in this. This is from like 2 years ago, and it looks so much better, and it looks like it's just been fucking dialed back for fucking creative, can't afford to do this everywhere reasons.
Thank you. This is what I was looking for.
Look how different this game looks. This is like, holy shit.
Okay, and I'll look around here.
And it's like, how the fuck did it go from that to this?
No, I didn't see that at all.
Why did they downgrade it when they already had everything in hand?
RTX off for real.
All right. And there aren't any more guns in the
True.
Easy.
But I mean, do I even need to continue it? Like, you can clearly see that this is not something they ever actually fucking made. Right? Like, we can all agree. If you hadn't seen this announcement trailer, I think now it should be much more clear.
This is a vertical slice.
Like, I don't need to keep rubbing your nose in it.
Yeah.
I'll let this continue because it's so comical in comparison. But yeah, this is very much thrown together as quickly as possible.
Pepsi.
That's cute. I mean, that's just kind of adorable. What are you supposed to do in this game? I don't know, feel remorse for ever being excited for it?
I feel like if this... Okay, here's the thing. When a game gets developed, you need to think about the logic behind everything. Considering how 2 characters walking around in a fucking city has encountered 6 fucking zombies in this whole fucking 10-minute trailer, 6 fucking zombies is how many they've come across. You would have just had the military roll into that city, clear it in an hour, and then everyone would just move back in. It wouldn't be a zombie apocalypse if the fucking zombies were that shit.
No, I really don't know. But again, I also just don't think it's ever coming out. I've said that about 4 games now, I think. 3 of them have come out. One of them was a disaster. The other 2 were fine. But this one is legitimately something that just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
They threw this together super quick just because of mounting pressure.
Yeah, this
100%.
This just feels...
You see the Grammys are going to have a video game soundtrack as a category? That's cool. Still won't get me to watch, but that's cool. I'm sure that'll mean a lot to
9 zombies. 9 fucking zombies. The zombies in this are
in general.
in no way if this is a real game, the zombies in it are nowhere near dense enough to be scary. Reality would say, fucking roll in with a handful of people, you fucking clear the whole city out, you're done, you're happy. You don't need much more than that. So why is it a threat? Why would this game be fun? It's just, if this was a real game, it would just be loot and boot. You run around, you pick up shit, you move on. You run around, you pick up shit, you move on. That's literally the whole issue with it. It's like, oh. Is the risk other players?
Damn it, it was just popping off, too.
The day before, November 10th, 2023.
That is the absolute. That is 100% the same guy that does the Monster Jam announcements back in the day. Monster Jam, coming to the Raymond James.
I don't think
Pretty
it's gonna
cool, though.
release. Here's the thing: if they want the game to do well, if it is a real game and it's actually coming out, and it does come out on November 10th or whenever it fucking said it was coming out, if they do want to do that, they need to do a video that explains why their art direction went backwards and not forwards. They need to explain why they went from really good hyper-realistic to stylized. They need to explain, we made the game, it's like we made the game and we rough-boxed everything, but we couldn't keep up with the level of detail, blah, 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 blah. So we rolled everything back and we went for a stylized look because it's not only easier to produce, we could make it more consistent across the board. The problem is, the game looks fucking terrible. It's a zombie apocalypse where you're not scared of the zombies. It's coming out in November and they showed, 10 zombies? It's a zombie apocalypse game, and the whole game is just fucking Norman Reedus and his magical fetus. It just looks fucking crap. Why should you waste your time and money on a game that holds little to no value? Are they expecting the whole fucking game to be hyped up because of the roleplay elements? Are you basically telling NoPixel, hey, can you do some roleplay in our game? We think that would be really cool. And then it's like that? I'm like, no, they're not going to give a shit. If the base game is terrible, which it looks like, no one's going to want to go near it.
One day I feel alright.